Good morning, 10:16 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Thursday, January 11th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So as we can see, XRP is up about 1.7% to 61,063, up about 1 cent on the day. If we're looking to see where XRP can end up going here, in the immediate short term, 2 hourly, we're in the overbought. Unfortunately, but like what we talked about the last few days, we came up to that rejection hit. Hopefully this doesn't top us out. I still think from coming up here, you wouldn't get topped out at 62. I still think it might have it set up for 67. The problem is we still have that rising channel resistance, which is our next firm resistance in front of us. And we'll see once this loads in. We've gotten up to the 62, but right now it looks like this rising channel resistance could be where we're seeking out. It's just we're in the overbought now in the 2, 3, 4 hourlies. The dailies in a decent spot still. I mean, that'll come up after today's daily candle, but that's fine. It's the shorter time frames now that are going to start to get into that overbought, but we still have room over the top. It's not like we're extreme overbought. We're just starting to break into it in some of these higher time frames. The lower time frames are clearing out a little bit. And it looks like it's going to have a continuation bounce more than likely. And then our next major resistance, now that we got up to that 62 cents, we got to get over that. And then this would be our next major resistance up here. This is the rising channel resistance from June of 2022, up at about the 658 level. Right now, though, we don't even need to worry about that. Right now, our immediate reaction is how we react to this bull flag breakdown. We're retesting the bull flag breakdown right now. It's what we talked about yesterday, that we were making the route up. And it was contingent. All we had to do was break out of this little formation, and that's what we did. Now we've come up here. Now we're about to have a golden cross in the 2 hourly. So do I think this is done? Probably not. But when you take these up routes, it's the rejection route. I was trying to show an example last night with PAX Gold, how it was showing, well, a lot of these yesterday, and you can see in the 2 hourly how we're in the overbought. Last night, right when we had that approval from the Bitcoin ETF, we were already up here and overbought right after it came out. So then we consolidated down overnight. Now we're going to see what we can do. But it's ironic that right when the approval happened, a lot of things flew in the overbought. There was only 1 or 2 things I could find that had the opposite kind of roll. And PAX was at the bottom when it rotated. So now this looks like it's on a bull flag in here, but we'll see, because I want to see if anything's able to hold this reversal. So this was one that was on a rotation up now. It had just cleared out. It looks like a bull flag set. So we'll see if this does have ambition to come up here to like 2060 or 70. But I'm trying to see if anything can sustain even something that was on a downward spiral on the way, with the approval. So that's something that if you want to see more on PAX, you can always look at the live last night. And I'll continue to watch that so we can see what's happening. If anything can rotate up, even if the ones that are higher up in the relative strength index rotate down. Bitcoin's up 902 points to 47,600. Bitcoin went all the way up to 49,100. So this 2 hourly is going to fly back into overbought. 4 hourly will push back up. Daily is getting up there. Weekly is what I'm concerned about with Bitcoin. Weekly's already up. And this is before this weekly candle closes in 3 days and 9 hours. Once that closes, I mean, we opened at 42,674. That was the low on this candle. Now we're up over 48,000. So that weekly RSI, you think it's out of control now. So we are pushing into what looks like it should be the topping part of these patterns. I still think 53,000 could happen, but that's if you break this expanding wedge. And right now you have to be on top of 48,000 and hold. So right now we are with Bitcoin, but like I said, we're going to start to get into an area where we're really going to be overextended, especially if we make this push to 53,000 with no consolidation. A proper consolidation, and nobody wants to hear it, but it would have brought us all the way back down to 40,500, then would have spiked like that. So right now we're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. And with XLM, it's up 3.27% to 12,477. XLM's in that overbought as well. In the 2 hourly, you can see it's getting up there. 3 hourly, 4 hourly, it's going to start to rise up very quickly. We're looking at a resistance point up here right around 13.1, especially if we hold a 200-day here in these smaller time frames. 4 hourly, we're on top of as well. If you see 12.34 hold, expect this to finish up here because there's still room to come up to 13.1. It's just we're going to be starting to get into some extreme overbought and lower time frames. The higher time frames are going to catch up. They're going to catch up, but they still have a lot of room. Daily's got room. Weekly's got room. So we have a reversal candle in the daily. So this should come up a little bit more here at the least. At the least. We're in the neutral area. If this continues pushing up, we should at least come up here. You break on top of here. I suppose we could still have a gigantic run to 15.6. But I'm targeting this 13.2 area for XLM. And then last but not least, DGB. DGB still in a favorable position. RSI, we're trying to break back into the positive. We're looking to come back up to this downtrending resistance, which should bring us up to about that 1 cent area. So that's what I'm looking at here. We're well within this formation. We expanded it yesterday so we could see exactly what was going on. I'm going to get rid of this. Get rid of this because it makes it hard to see. Get rid of this. And to get rid of this. And we'll keep this just in case it breaks down. So basically the short term, and then if it breaks down, you'd have your long term goal at 6006. But right now it looks like even on a rejection it would come up higher. And in the daily, we're still not looking bad with DGB. So we're going to have to see. It's just the 4 hourly and lower are starting to get overbought. So that's what I'm seeing this morning. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you appreciated this update, please make sure to hit the like button. I know I bounced around, but I wanted everybody to get an idea of what's going on with the market. XRP is at its first major resistance. This is the bull flag retest as resistance, as we talked about for the last couple of days, and now we're here. If we break past this, we go to the rising channel resistance from 2022 in June, and that's at about 654. We break that, we could technically come up to the top of this bull flag, which is about 667. If you want to show me personal support, you can always send a YouTube super chat or join Time's Army. Looking to trade XRP or your favorite crypto, the ways I do it is in the video description below. I encourage you to take advantage of it. You can futures or spot trade with the lowest spot maker fees or futures makers fees. Other than that, please make sure to hit the like button, share this on social media. Stay together. Don't play the victim, play the winner. We are the light, not the darkness, and we are very inclusive here. So you might have to watch this twice, but gather all the information I've given you during this live, and I'll see you back this afternoon for a very important midday market report.